They say the wicked run when no one chases them. But on the 7th market day in the village of Umunne, Mama Nkechi was not running. She was crawling. Her wrapper was soaked with dust. Her head tie hung like a defeated flag on her forehead. And her belly looked like a calabash stuffed with burning stones. She screamed, "Water! Somebody bring me water!" But the women at the square folded their arms. Even the children took 2 steps back. Her own son, Amaka, stood there shaking, unable to touch her. Because everyone knew this was no sickness. This was a receipt. A receipt for the wicked meal she cooked 3 days ago. And to understand why the gods were so angry, we must go back to the moment she smiled and said, "My daughter, I cooked this just for you." In the village of Umunne, Mama Nkechi was known as the sweetest woman alive, at least on the surface. She prayed louder than everyone in church. She brought palm oil for widows. She never missed morning devotion, always shouting, "The heart of a mother is pure. My hands are clean. May the gods bless my family." People believed she was the kind of mother-in-law every girl prayed for. Only the gods knew what was hiding under that wrapper. When her son Amaka married Amaka, a gentle woman with hands soft like early morning bread dough, Mama Nkechi welcomed her with dancing. She knelt down, clapped her hands, and announced, "My daughter, my own daughter, you are the apple of my old eyes. If anybody troubles you, let their stomach swell like a drum." The wolf had just worn her sheep's clothing. And Amaka, innocent like a newborn goat, believed every word. Amaka was a good woman. Before the cock crowed, she swept the compound. Before the sun rose, she cooked for her husband. She washed his clothes until they shone like river pebbles. But she had one problem. One tiny thing the whole village whispered about. Her womb was silent for 5 long years. Every moon cycle, she cried quietly. And every moon cycle, Mama Nkechi smiled sweetly and brought medicine, pepper soup, bitter leaf stew, yam porridge, herbs from the great forests. "Eat, my daughter. These herbs will open your womb. I gathered them myself." If only her sweetness of tongue matched the sweetness of hearts. Because those herbs were not for healing. They were for closing. Tight. Forever. Mama Nkechi didn't want a grandchild from Amaka. She wanted Amaka gone so she could bring a richer wife for Emeka. As our elders say, when a person kneels to give you food, you must watch their eyes, not the bowl. But Amaka was blind with desperation. 3 days before the belly disaster, Mama Nkechi arrived with unusual excitement. "My daughter, this is the final one. After this, your womb will be as fertile as the black soil of Nsukka." She brought yam porridge with scent leaf and a melon soup, still steaming. Amaka thanked her. But as she lifted the first spoon, a fly landed on the edge of the plate. The fly dipped its mouth into the oil and dropped dead. Just like that. Amaka froze. Her breath caught. Her hands trembled. Out of curiosity, she threw a piece of yam to Bingo, the family dog. Bingo sniffed it, whined and backed away. The dog knew. The fly knew. And suddenly, Amaka knew too. For 5 years, this woman, this smiling mother, had been tying her womb with poison. Amaka did not confront her. She did not weep. Instead, she remembered the words of her late grandmother. When a snake enters your house, you don't scream. You close the door quietly and deal with it. Amaka cleaned her eyes. Her heart grew still like night. So, she made a decision. That night, a strange wind blew through the compound. The kind of wind that carries messages. The kind that appears when the gods are stretching their fingers. Mama Nkechi could not sleep. Her left ear buzzed. Her right eyelid twitched. Her tongue felt heavy. But she ignored it. She said, maybe it is just old age. But the gods are patient, not blind. The next morning, Mama Nkechi brought a darker, thicker soup. This is the final medicine, she whispered. After tonight, you will carry twins. Amaka smiled, a smile sharp like a razor hidden in soft bread. She said, Mama, won't you eat with me? We can enjoy it together. Mama Nkechi drummed back as if struck. What you eat? It is forbidden for a woman my age. This medicine is only for you. Okay, Mama, Amaka said. Let me wash my hands. Amaka walked into the kitchen, switched the soups, and returned. She ate the harmless soup, slowly, calmly. Mama Nkechi watched like a vulture waiting for a dying animal. She said, Good girl, you will sleep very deeply tonight. As she stood to leave, Amaka held a covered bowl. Mama, you have cared for me so much. I made your favorite melon soup. Please sit and enjoy before you go. Mama Nkechi's weakness was greed. The smell of crayfish entered her nose like temptation itself. She sat. She washed her hands. She ate and ate and ate. What she didn't know was this. The soup Amaka served her was the same poison soup she brought yesterday. The same one Bingo refused. The same one that killed the fly. She licked her fingers and laughed. You cook well, my daughter. Enjoy your sleep tonight. But Mama Nkechi never made it home. By 5 p.m., drums were beating in the village. Not for celebration, for emergency. Mama Nkechi was at the village square, rolling on the ground, screaming like someone whose stomach was on fire. Her belly swollen to the size of a pregnant goat. Her wrapper tore. Foam gathered at the corner of her mouth. Water! Somebody help me! People kept their distance. The market women whispered, this is not ordinary. This is the gods. Her son Emeka pushed through the crowd. Mama, what happened? She poisoned me. My wife poisoned me. Amaka stepped forward through the crowd, calm, unshaken, her voice steady like a judge. She held up the dead fly, wrapped in a leaf. I did not poison your mother. I only fed her the food she gave me yesterday. Gasps rippled across the crowd. The food she said would give me twins? If it was truly medicine, why is it killing her? The elders murmured. The villagers nodded. The trap she set had caught her own leg. At that exact moment, as if the gods wanted to add punctuation, Mama Nkechi let out a scream so loud that the birds scattered from the trees. Her belly twisted, shifted, and locked itself permanently into a swollen shape.
Mama Nkechi survived. but she never walked straight again. Her stomach remained big, round and stiff, a drum that no musician wanted to touch. People used to fear her. Now they used her as a warning. Whenever a mother-in-law behaved suspiciously, the women whispered, "Be careful. Do you want your belly to become like Mama Nkechi's?" And Amaka. 3 months later, her womb opened and she conceived twins without any medicine. The gods may be patient, but they are never blind. Listen well and listen carefully. When you dig a pit for another, mark the measurements carefully, because the ground does not know who the owner is. Wickedness is a seed. It always returns to the planter. Sometimes as a harvest, sometimes as a swollen belly.